When you think of animated films, Disney is the first company to come to mind, because their films have shaped our childhood. Despite their longevity, they sometimes don't get scenes right the first time around, and that's why there are alternate versions of scenes or even deleted scenes. Recording segments and storyboarding a scene only to decide to cut it from the film is not uncommon. Let's take a look at some of your favorite Disney films and the process behind these changes. Give us a like when you see your favorite Disney film, and don't forget to subscribe to ScreenRant for more great videos. Here is ScreenRant's list of 10 Disney movie moments deleted from the final cut. And before we start, can you guess this movie from these emojis? Stay tuned for the answer at the end of our video. Beauty and the Beast. Disney's 1991 film Beauty and the Beast was the first animated film to be in the category of Best Picture at the Oscars. The film ultimately lost the award to Jonathan Demme's The Silence of the Lambs, but it did win Oscars for original score and original song. Maybe they wouldn't have been as fortunate if they kept the 11-minute version of the song Human Again in there. They ultimately cut the song to help move the story, but later released a shorter version of the song on DVD in 2002.
Human again.
Human again.
So if you want a little more enchantment in your life, check it out. Tangled. A storybook opening with the reveal of a story is nothing short of cliched, and was even mocked in the 2001 film Shrek. When the filmmakers behind Tangled were working on an opening sequence of their 2010 film, they did just that. But remember, filmmaking is a process, and with each step, the film hopefully gets better. In this deleted sequence, the filmmakers did pull ideas to use in the final opening out of the film, including the teardrop from the sun, so it was worth the extra steps. Toy Story. Lee Unkrich moved from editor of Toy Story to director of Toy Story 3 because of his keen eye for storytelling. One example of this came from his choice to delete a scene of Sid torturing Buzz and Woody at his home in the original film. He felt the audience would be too fond of the main characters and wouldn't want to see them tortured, so he cut the torture and went straight to the interrogation.
Where are your rebel friends now?
Smart move, Unkrich. You made many of us cry in Toy Story 3 when we thought our beloved characters were doomed. Moana. Disney's 2016 animated film Moana splashed into theaters and the hearts of theatergoers. Some fans of the film would be surprised to learn that there was another song that was cut from the film. The song's name was Warrior, and Moana and Maui actually did a duet together. It was a way for the filmmakers to show the two characters bonding, but despite enjoying the song, they ultimately had to cut it out of the film. The Little Mermaid. The two most important parts of a movie are the first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes. In the first 10, you need to grab the audience's attention, and in the last 10, you need to leave them talking about the film. In the final scene of The Little Mermaid, the filmmakers did just that, but originally they had some issues. In an alternate version of the film, the character of Ursula wasn't as scary during the ending. She was much closer to the scale of the heroine, which didn't make her quite as frightening. Sleeping Beauty. In the film Sleeping Beauty, Princess Aurora was cursed by Maleficent, and her family was told that before the sun sets on Aurora's 16th birthday, she shall prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and die. In the film, you hear a spooky vocal note calling her to a spindle of a spinning wheel. But it wasn't really a musical note. The film's audio track was recorded on magnetic tape, and because of the poor quality, you heard that note instead of the word, which was actually calling the name Aurora. Lilo and Stitch. Stitch is a mischievous character, but in no way is he evil. However, originally the animators wanted him to be. In a deleted scene, Lilo shows Stitch her other best friend Pudge the fish, and gives him a kiss. Instead of Stitch giving him a kiss as well, he throws Pudge on the ground, and before Lilo can save him, birds come and attack her. The fish dies as Stitch watches laughing. We know Stitch isn't the sweetest guy in the world, but he's not a killer. Maybe the animators were having a bad day when they wrote that scene. The Emperor's New Groove. Like many other cut scenes from this list, The Emperor's New Groove featured another scene that was a little too violent. Warriors gathered together to practice the destruction of Pacha's village. This dark and irrelevant scene was animated but then later cut out due to being unnecessary.
Woo, yeah! Ooh, look at me in my bad self. I snatched you right out of the air.
Luckily, the sarcastic Emperor Kuzco learned his evil ways and became a better ruler before they had a chance to execute his plans. Robin Hood. There have been many versions of Robin Hood made, and it seems like there have been a few different endings for Disney's 1973 animated film, too. At the end of the film, when a fire engulfs Robin Hood, he's hurt by an arrow and Little John carries him away. As Prince John follows blood droppings into a church, he finds Maid Marian tending to Robin's wounds. He offers to take away Robin's pain as he reveals a dagger, and she bravely tells him not to come closer. Then King Richard arrives and ends Prince John's tyranny. To be quite honest with you fam, we kinda like this ending more. How about you? Frozen. It's hard to imagine Elsa being anything but the lovable character she is on screen, but that was not always the case. Originally, she was meant to be the villain, but someone at Disney wised up and saw the potential of a story between sisters.
Evening, gentlemen. Why are you on my mountain?
Do you prefer good Elsa or evil Elsa? We think Disney preferred good Elsa due to the box office success of Frozen. There you have it, 10 Disney movie moments deleted from the final cut. And the answer to the movie emoji is... Did you get the right answer? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to ScreenRant for more fun videos like this one. Thanks for watching.